Jim Hardina here, and I'm answering the question that I get asked the most this time of year is how do you train and race for a marathon in the heat? So the other day I did a training on how to acclimate for the heat. Watch that if you didn't see it, but let's assume you've acclimated properly. Now you're racing, you're going to run and race in the heat. So first step is wear the right clothing. There is clothing designed for running and there's clothing not designed for running. So definitely want to run in running clothing, and definitely want to run in running clothing designed for hot weather. That would be a visor or a hat. Keep the sun off your face. Makes a big world of difference. Just that one little thing of keeping sun off your face won't really change your core temperature a lot, but it does a world of difference psychologically on the perception of being hot. And then a top, shirt, jersey, singlet designed for hot weather, dry fit, that type of thing. Running shorts, or if you're a woman, you can wear a running skirt, but loose fitting clothing. And then there's also sleeves you can wear that will keep the sun off your skin, keep your arms cooler. And then, a lot of this gear you can get with UV protection. So wear the right clothing. And then during your training and during your racing, cool off often, soon and often. So if you're during a race, a good strategy would be before you really start heating up is when you go through an aid station, just pour water on your head. Best way to cool off is just pour water on your head. In training, I carry a water bottle like this with a big wide diameter, fit ice in it, ice water. Put that in there, squirt that on your head and cool yourself off. So cool off. Now in a race, aid stations are going to have what they're going to have, and they're always going to have water, and a lot of them will have ice, especially if it's a traditionally hot race. But in training, you're going to have to plan ahead a little bit. So like I mentioned in the video the other day, I run at Santan Valley, which has a loop course, and I can get about a 6-mile loop in, nice hilly trail, back to the car, and I can load up the water bottles with more ice and more ice water. So if you're going to be doing like a long, say you're doing a 20-mile run, you're going 10 miles out and 10 miles back, you're going to have to pack all that water and all that ice and all that stuff with you. So there's different hydration packs and different things you can do that. But my recommendation would be, if you can't lay, you may be able to park and drop stuff off, like a drop bag type thing, and pick it up. But you're definitely going to have to plan ahead of how am I going to get water and how am I going to get ice. So it's not just water, it's ice. And so cool yourself off. That's the second strategy. Third strategy is you may have to slow your pace down, especially if you start getting hot, you start having problems in the heat. You're definitely going to need to slow down, walk maybe. That's also a good strategy. And at some point, you need to, if you start having real problems in the heat, you may need to consider just cutting the run short, or if you're in a race and you may have to just pull over at an aid station, find some shade, kick your feet up and cool down. So those are the 4 strategies to stay cool. Running in the summer, running in the heat, is wear the right clothing, cool yourself off soon and often, which means you're going to need to plan ahead on how you're going to get ice, how you're going to get water, where you're going to get this stuff. It's okay to slow down. You're probably going to have to. It's okay to stop and walk. And then if you need to, you may just have to cut your run short and chalk it up to experience and plan to do better the next time. And if you're in a race, you may just have to pull over, cool off, and take it easy. So I hope that helps. If you got value from this, feel free to share it. If you have any questions, just message me here on Facebook or shoot me an email at jim@jimhardina.com. I'd love to help, answer any questions, let me know what you're doing, and hope to see you out there. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.